everyone. We are the group 15 presenters and our topic is about performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is a key of performance management. It may be defined as a process of evaluating the performance of employees, sharing that information with them, and searching for ways to improve their performance. There are functions of performance appraisal. Number one is to give employees feedback on performance. Two, to identify the employees' developmental needs. Three, to make promotions and reward decision. Four, to make demotion and termination decision. And five, to develop information about the organization's selection and placement decisions. Criteria of performance appraisal is individual task outcomes, behaviors, traits. Individual task outcomes is a one way of appraising is evaluating the employee's outcomes. For instance, the manager of the bank could judge on criteria such as deposit generation and loans collected. Behavior. There are instances when it's difficult to measure an individual task outcomes. They evaluated according on how they will manage their tasks. Traits. Many organizations use traits as criteria in appraising employees' performance. Traits commonly used basis for performance appraisal. One is good attitude. For example, kanang kailangan kanang ayuhon nimo treat ang imong employee, dili nimo siya kailangan singka-singkahan, isit aside nimo sa imong attitude sa inyong balay. Then showing confidence, kailangan confidence ka sa imong gibuhat sa imong employee. Then being dependable, kailangan ka kanang naka-initiative. Tapos kining looking busy, kung wala na kay buhat, kailangan mangita ka og imong bang kanang angayan trabahoon. Then processing a wealth of experience, kanang imong palagahan ang imuang trabaho. Then process of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is a process in an organization where by each employee is evaluated to determine how he or she performing. It consists of the following steps. 1. Establishment of performance standards. Mutualistic measurable goals. Measure actual performance. Compare actual performance with standards. Discuss the appraisal with the employee. If necessary, initiate corrective action. Performance standards are those by which performance is to be evaluated. Example, all customers' orders will be filled in 4 hours with a 98% accuracy rate. When goals are set with the active participation of the employees, appraising employee performance will be an easy task. Measuring performance. To determine what actual performance is, it is necessary to acquire information about it. Information derived from the following: personal observation, statistical report, oral report, written reports. Methods of performance appraisal. 3 different approaches to appraising employees is absolute standards, relative standards, and objectives. Absolute standard. The subject of appraisal are not compared with other person. This consists method like a safe appraisal, critical incident appraisal, checklist, adjective rating scale, forced choice, and behaviorally anchored rating scale. Easy appraisal is a performance of appraisal method whereby an appraiser writes a narrative about the employee. And this consists of disadvantage of ACR method. It is very time consuming. Kala siya og oras. Tapos, the quality of the appraisal may be influenced by appraiser rating skills and composition style. This is the diagram of methods of performance appraisal. This is the absolute standard, relative standard, and objectives. Under the absolute standards, there is an AC appraisal, critical incident appraisal, less adjective rating scale, forced choice, and behaviorally anchored rating scale. And for the relative standards, there is group order ranking, individual ranking, and paired comparison. And under the objectives is only the MBO. It tends to subjective and not focus relevant aspects of job performance. Critical incident appraisal is a performance appraisal method which require effective or ineffective performance for each other. Adjective rating scale known as graphic rating scale that lists the number of traits and a range of performance for each. Sample of adjective rating scale items and format. Disadvantage of adjective rating scale. It does not clearly indicate what a person must do to achieve a given rating. It does not provide a good mechanism for providing specific non-threatening feedback. Accurate ratings are not likely to be achieved because the points on the rating scale are not clearly defined. Behaviorally anchored rating scale or bars is a rating instrument comprised of traits anchored by a job behaviors. Typical bars included 7 of 8 traits called dimension, each anchored by 7 or 9 point scale.
Relative standard is to compare individuals against others. Individual, the most popular in this category are: first is group order ranking, second is individual ranking, third is paired comparison. Group order ranking is characterized as placing employees into particular classifications such as top 150. Individual ranking is a method requires the evaluator merely to list the employees in order from highest to lowest. Paired comparison, whereby subordinates are placed in all possible pair and the supervisor must choose which of the two pair is the best performer. Objectives management of objectives is a process of joint goal setting between a supervisor and a subordinate. This also a process of converting organizational objectives into individual objectives. Four steps of MBO: goal setting, action planning, self-control, and periodic reviews. Goal setting. The individual objectives are based on the organizational overall objectives. Action planning. Realistic plans are developed to attain objectives. Self-control refers to the systematic monitoring and measuring performance. Periodic reviews are the means used to determine whether there is need for corrective action. Advantage of MBO. First is it improves job performance by monitoring and directing behavior. Second is it is practical and expensive. Third is it faster better communication between employee and supervisor. Disadvantage of MBO. First is it does not specify the behavior required to reach the goal. Second is it tends to focus on short-term goals. Third is the successful achievement of MBO goals may be partly a function of factors outside the worker's control. Fourth is MBO does not provide a common basis for a comparison of performance standards. Fifth is it often fails to again
Again,
again acceptance error
acceptance.
acceptance
Errors.
errors in performance appraisal. A, a perfect performance appraisal is an idea, goal, and to make it happen, errors should be prevented from happening. To eliminate the possibility errors, they must first be identified. Hollow error occurs when a rater assigns ratings on the basis of an overall impression of the person being rated. Dynasty, dynasty error. Raters' tendency to give relative high ratings to virtually everyone. Central tendency error occurs when the rater lump everyone together around the average or middle category. Recency error. A bias ratings that develop by allowing individuals most recent behaviors to spec for his or her overall performance on a particular dimension. Personal bias error occurs when a rater
Ano?
allow specific bias such as a racial, age, and gender to enter performance appraisal. Types of organizational incentives. First is intrinsic or extrinsic. Second is financial or non-financial. Third is performance-based or membership-based. Intrinsic reward those worker get from employer, usually money, promotion, or benefit. Fina-
Hindi. Financial rewards.
Financial rewards those who enhance an employee financial well-being directly through wages, bonuses, profit sharing, and like non-financial rewards indirect enhancement of an employee's financial well-being. Performance-based rewards those given using as performance as bias. These rewards are based on commission incentive system and group bonuses. Membership based rewards that are given to employees regardless of performance.